Hello, welcome guys. I'll be teaching you about how to interface LED using Raspberry Pi 4 module. How to give input to the LED using a switch. So for this, I will be using a Raspberry Pi 4. So it has a 40 pins. Then here are the HDMI ports, which is used to connect over your monitors. This is your power port. Then coming over here, it is your LAN port, which is used to connect over your laptops. This is your USB port, so you can connect keyboard or a mouse to this ports. Then this is your LED. This is a 100 ohm resistor. This is your tactile switch. So here there are two terminals over here and two over here. So this is a one switch and this is another. Okay, then these are the jumper wires. This is a power adapter, and over here it is your LAN cable. This is your breadboard. I will tell you about the breadboard. This is the here two terminals and here two. So this are used for a common VCC or a common ground. This 5, so this 5 are connected with each other and the remaining 5 are connected with each other horizontally. And over here you mount your components, and these are shorted vertically. So now let's move on to the schematic for this tutorial. So now coming on to the circuit diagram. So this is a circuit diagram that I will be using for this tutorial. So as you can see, this is a Raspberry Pi 4 diagram and the pin outs. So it has around 8 grounds. Like you can see, this is the ground, this is the ground, and another others are the GPIO. Total 40 pins we have in Raspberry Pi 4. Now, so coming on to the schematic part. So I'm okay. So I'm using KiCad software for making the schematic. I will put the link in the description, so if you want to try it out, you can try this thing. So this is the Raspberry Pi 4, the pin outs that I just shown you. Now this is the 100 ohm resistor. This is LED. So in this I don't have LED bulb, so I will just kept it as a LED diode. It will it is one in the same only. This is the push button. So I will be connecting one pin of push button to GPIO 17, which is my, if you see here, which is my put on 11th pin number. Then next is the LED. So for LED I will be giving the input through resistor, so that my LED don't burn out, and it will go to my GPIO 4, which is the pin number 7. So as you can see here, it is the pin number 7, and I have made a common ground which is given to like pin number 6 of Raspberry Pi. So here you can see this is the pin number 6, and here it is the ground. Okay, so let's see how we can connect it on the breadboard. So as shown in the circuit diagram, so now we'll be first connecting all of the component on this breadboard, and then we'll be connecting this component to our Raspberry Pi. So first let's go with the LED. So I will mount LED on this breadboard. So here I have mounted LED on the breadboard. Now I will connect this resistor across one of this terminal. Okay, so you can see here I have connected this across this terminal. Now I will be connecting the switch over this thing. So I will mount it across this. So for this, keep in mind that we'll be mounting in this way. So don't mount it this way, it will short the switch. So mount it like this. So I will mount it across this lines. So you can see I mounted all the components. So now I will make this as a ground, common ground, one of this line, and then connect the ground to this Raspberry Pi. You can see that I have used blue colors for ground, and so I have made this as a common ground, and I have connected it over Raspberry Pi. So this is the sixth pin, which is the ground pin on Raspberry Pi. So I connected it to this. Now I will be connecting LED to the GPIO pin number 7. So you can see I have connected LED wire resistor over pin number 7. Okay, now I will be connecting switch to GPIO pin number 17. So this is my circuit diagram. So here it is ready. Now I'll be connecting the power cord and LAN cable to my laptop, and let's see how to write the code for this. Coming on to the coding part. So here I imported Raspberry Pi.gpio as GPIO, and from time I have imported sleep. Now I am initializing the port pins. So as I kept LED at 4, so I will be writing LED at 4 and switch at GPIO 17. So I will written GPIO 17. Now I have made a function called dev setup. So what it will do is will be writing all the commands that we need to do for the setup mode. So firstly I will write gpio.set mode uh, in brackets gpio.bcm. So what is bcm? Bcm is basically the port pins that we are writing, that gpio 4 or gpio 17. Another one is the gpio.board. So for that you need to write the board number, like the pin number that is there corresponding to this gpio pin. Now I will set gpio.led G, gpio.setup as for LED as gpio.out, and for switch it will be gpio.in. And one more thing, I will be using gpio switch as a pull up. Okay, so there are two things, pull up and pull down, so I will be using this as a pull up. Now coming on to the another function, which is the main function that will be continuing. So this is a def loop. So what it will do is uh, in this we'll be writing the whole command that we need to follow while performing. So I've written while setup. What it will do is I initialize as a variable as gpio.input switch. So the input coming from the switch will be stored at switch underscore state. Now if switch underscore state is false, means it is uh, high, means if it is pressed, then what it will do is gpio.output LED will be true, and if it is not pressed, then LED will be blinking. So I kept sleep as 0.1, so it will just blink this LED. And now after that I'll be like writing a function to destroy it. So what it will do is it will clear all the command that is there in this. Okay, so it will just clean the commands. Now coming on to the part that this we have written it, if underscore underscore name underscore underscore equal to main. So in this first we will run the setup, then we will write try what to loop. So it will try the loop command, loop function, which is this one. And then when any interrupt comes, so basically any interrupt is like a control C in Ubuntu. You whenever you press control C, it will generate an interrupt, and the key will all the keys will be destroyed. So it will basically reset your terminal. And then this is the accept. So this is the whole code that is required to do the operation. So basically you will be doing the operation as like, if the key switch is pressed, the LED will be high for a longer time, and if the switch is not pressed, the LED will keep on blinking. So I will run this program, and we'll see what is the output for this. So we are getting our required output or not. Okay. Okay, so you can see here that after running the code, so this is LED is continuously blinking, and as we have discussed earlier, I'm not like pressing the push button, so this is blinking. Now if I press this, so as it will like stop blinking, it will be continuously high for every time. Now if I just unpress it, so it will again start blinking. So this is the first tutorial that I talked about. So hope you like the video. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, share and subscribe to my channel.